and welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. My name is Kirsty, and in today's video I am bringing you two 20-minute dinner ideas. The first recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you is a creamy Italian sausage and spinach pasta. For this pasta recipe, you are going to need some Italian sausage. Now, the recipe that I'm following, I got it on Pinterest. It only calls for 1 pound of sausage. We like to have more protein when we have a pasta, so I'm actually going to use both of these, and I'm just using a sweet Italian and a mild Italian. You're going to want some red pepper flakes, some minced garlic. You can use this or fresh minced garlic. It calls for half of a yellow onion. This onion's really not that big, so I'm going to go ahead and use this whole thing. Some pasta. It calls for 16 ounces. This box is a 12-ounce box, and so we're just going to use this box. You're going to need some heavy whipping cream, some grated Parmesan cheese, and some spinach. Now, this is a 10-ounce bag of spinach, and the recipe calls for 5 ounces, so we're just going to use half of this. I'm starting out by, I put water in my big pot here. We're going to go ahead and turn it on high so we can get it boiling for our noodles. In my large skillet, we're going to go ahead and turn this on a medium heat, and we're going to brown up our sausage. And I'm also going to dice up that onion, and we're going to add that into this as well. I'm going to go ahead and add in that onion. And we're also going to go ahead and add in some garlic and the red pepper flakes. So our sausage is completely cooked through. I'm going to go ahead and drain off some of this grease, and then we're going to add in our heavy cream. I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down on this sausage mixture to a medium-low, more on the low side. And we're going to add in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Since I added in double the amount of meat, I'm actually going to go ahead and add in 1 more cup of this heavy cream, just because it doesn't really seem like there's going to be enough sauce with just the 2. So if you double the amount of meat like I did, you're probably going to want about 3 cups. And then you're just going to let this simmer for a few minutes, and then after that we're going to add in our spinach after it simmers for a little while. I've let this simmer for a little while, so we're going to go ahead and add in about half of this bag of spinach. And then after this wilts down, we're going to add in our Parmesan cheese. We're going to add in 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. We're going to stir that in and let it melt, and then we will be about ready to eat. I'm also going to go ahead and add in my pasta into this pot with the sauce. And that is what's for dinner tonight, a creamy sausage and spinach pasta. Y'all, we really enjoyed that recipe. It had a ton of flavor, so we highly recommend it. I also think that that would be good with something like a chicken instead of sausage, so you might want to try that too. Our second recipe for this video, we are making chicken Philly sandwiches. For this sandwich, you're going to need some sub rolls or some hoagie rolls. We just got these sweet Hawaiian rolls. I thought that would be really, really good. You're going to need some mushrooms. You can get the slice like I do, or you can get the ones that are whole and just slice them up yourself. You're going to need some provolone cheese, a bell pepper, an onion. Of course, you're going to need some chicken. And the seasonings I'm going to use is garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. So let's go ahead and get our chicken sliced up along with our bell pepper and our onion. I have my skillet on a medium heat, maybe a little bit higher than medium, but pretty much a medium. I went ahead and melted a little bit of butter in the skillet. And I'm gonna first put in my bell peppers and my onions and my mushrooms because I want those to get really, really soft and sauteed before I start putting in the chicken. And I'm not gonna put in this whole thing of mushrooms. I'm just gonna put in maybe half. But of course, it always depends on how many people you're trying to feed. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my chicken into this same pan, and then we'll add in our seasonings too. Garlic powder, and I'm not really measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Onion powder, a little bit of chili powder, that'll give it pretty color. And then the Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. Then we're just going to cook this until the chicken is done. Now that we have the cheese on them, we're just going to pop them in the oven for a few minutes just to get that melted. And that is what's for dinner tonight, chicken Phillies. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments which recipe you're most excited to make, or if you and your family have a 20-minute dinner idea that you'd like to share. Bye y'all.